Welcome back to the Brew Crew Podcast, everyone. This is episode 180, a nice round number. Another decade's gone by, and another 20 beers.
Don't turn around.
Don't turn around.
If you see my heart breaking.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 180.
It's a 180. Oh, yeah. I didn't, of all the things I thought about for this episode, that was not one of them.
You done fucked up.
What an idiot. 180, duh.
Speaking of fucking up, so last week we threw down the gauntlet. We threw down the beer drinking gauntlet. No one responded.
Yeah, someone did.
Wrote, that was Chuggalo Brandon said he was going to hop out from underneath the table and yell Hillary Clinton on the YouTube.
Yeah, we had other YouTube.
Chuggalo Steb said Pingus Dingus.
Oh, he was just commenting because we said Pingus Dingus.
Yep. And then Chuggalo Dave just 3 hours ago said that amber beer is like armpit beer, except he'd rather drink armpit beer.
No, wait, there are armpit beers.
Yeah, there
West
are.
Coast IPAs.
No,
I'm not saying that they resonate like armpits, but they have armpit, aura.
But I can dance as you look it up. No one said.
I feel like the next day.
There was people posting,
commented.
and I'm like, because it's the most message traffic we've had in a long time, which is awesome.
Yeah,
because I like interacting, and then I'm not prompted, so I go check myself because
Martin Luther was a beer drinker. The Lutheran.
Yeah.
Not Martin Luther King.
So who? Okay, so by default, who?
Oh, that was Bernie 5679.
Okay, so Chuggalo Dave, I owe you because his YouTube account is named after his business.
Oh, and you just got doxxed.
Yeah, that's fine. He doesn't care.
There's a Bernie 5679 that I follow on Instagram who only posts dick pics. Now I know whose dick it is.
So, anyways, Chuggalo Dave, I have some time where I'm coming up your way soon, so we can work out the deets. So Martin Luther. Wouldn't have been in my top 10.
No, I think we took the best ones.
No, I don't. There's a lot more out there.
Oh, there's a lot more. Did you have any other examples now that the game's over?
No, that's part of the reason why I stopped.
I think there's got to be a baseball player in there who's like notorious for drinking. A lot of smokers.
Okay, so another guy. I lied. So the Ziggy Zaggy guy that would just open up.
Ziggy Zaggy, yeah.
Yeah. So from the Man Show.
The Man Show.
The old guy.
Also, the guys from Beer Fest.
Yeah. So any of the
and John Belushi.
Broken Lizards guys, John Belushi. Fucking throw John Goodman in there. But anyways, so you win.
John Goodman, yeah. Roseanne.
You win, yeah.
She's a beer drinker.
You win because no one else participated. So that was awesome, and
you win.
I will get you $10, or I'll probably just buy you a bunch of beer.
Yeah.
It works out better.
Best way to do it. Good job.
So I can either grind my gears about something, or you have a beer story.
Oh, that's a good. Let's do the beer story because I feel like grinding your gears will have more. Okay, are you familiar? You have a closeness or a knowledge to grapes.
I'm familiar with grapes.
Okay. So we don't tie wine and beer very often. At least conversationally.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe in the industry that there's some ties, but I think we've missed one. And it's coming up more and more. There's something called Phantasm. Have you heard of that?
No.
Phantasm is
I'm excited.
It is an ingredient derived from Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc grapes from New Zealand. That is what is giving the juiciness to hazy IPAs. I did not know that. It is apparently becoming very proliferated. And it's a thing. It's called Phantasm, and it is the juice.
We've talked about wine and beer because we've had some.
Yeah. We did have some great beer.
No, not necessarily great, but just the style. Crap. We had Brute, like Brute.
Yeah.
Like really dry
Brute, yeah.
beers. Also,
there was a beer from
this is
Chicago that had a very
with a pronounced pun. So this is
super punt.
This is a 2010 Sam Adams Infinium. And this is very much a wine beer. It's crisp and clean, like a champagne almost. So different. But anyways,
2010.
Cool. Sealed. Probably not any good
You're
anymore.
going to wait until it's old enough to drink it?
If I could sell it for what people say they would pay for it, I would gladly let them take it off my hands. Because I don't think it's, it's, it's just finding it because people are like, they only made it the 1 year and they're like, oh, I'll pay $500 for the bottle. Sweet, show up. I'll even sell it to you for $300. Show up. Because we're bros.
Or you can opt in for the Wisconsin shipping special, which is that and a brick. Then
that's gonna show a brick.
Hey, so, you paid for it, you get it.
Yeah, that's what you get. I'm trying to think of the other very winey beer that we had. Other than that, I just got a bourbon, Charles Woodson's bourbon for my birthday, a late gift, that was aged in Chardonnay barrels.
Oh, okay.
And for 6 months.
Interesting.
And spoiler alert. Actually, I can't give a spoiler alert because somebody's waiting to have a sip of it.
That's
and they
interesting
listen.
because I'm sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
that clear thought.
Bourbon barrels are typically the start, but you're saying this was converted from wine to bourbon. Now, probably beer has it, and probably Goose Island is like, we got this Chardonnay whiskey thing going on.
So then. Another one is like Angel's Envy is aged in port barrels, so you get like a richness and depth.
Here, last thing before you go off,
I'm gonna go.
I was driving to, where the fuck was I? Oh, Lebanon.
Yep, Middle East.
And
Syria.
There was no shit a fucking vineyard.
Oh yeah.
In Ohio.
There's a few
I
around
didn't
here.
know that you could grow grapes in Ohio.
There, when I started at the company I work at, almost doxed myself there. I was taken to a vineyard by the individual that got the hiring bonus on me that they did.
Sure.
And it's just south of here, and it was an all-you-could-eat like 6-course meal or whatever. But like you could have as much as in a vineyard.
That was the place I passed.
I forget the name of it. I could look.
I had no idea.
But the beer selection was abhorrent, but the wine was all right, and the missus drinks wine, and the food was good too. So
all right,
so the heart was in the right place. All right,
not beer. Had to bring it up though.
So I just was cleaning up the bar and trying to organize beer, and so I went through the invoice from the box opening that we did for my birthday that I got from Chuggalo Mike. So anyways, I didn't realize, so it was taped down before where it had the shipping label and stuff, and I don't want you guys to zoom in or whatever. But anyways, I didn't realize till I ripped it off that it actually listed the beers that he ordered and then the beers that I got. So he ordered Victory Brewing Sour Monkey, I got. The Aslan Volcano Sauce, no backsies, I didn't get that. But I got, instead of that, I got the Flying Dog Sour Fruit Punch. I don't know if you saw. It's like drinking a wine cooler. 10% wine cooler.
Oh, wow.
So that was a switch out. I got the Drecker Brains Mango and Cherry Sour, which is fantastic. And then I didn't get the Humble Forager mixing with Barrel Theory. So two of my favorites and a brewery out of Wisconsin and Minnesota coming together there. I would have loved that, but I didn't get that. So I got another Humble Forager that we're actually going to be doing next week. No, a couple weeks. So anyways, the reason why I tell this story is 50% you couldn't fulfill. So this is what grinds my gears. Like, a lot of people are ordering from pick lists or whatever they're ordering, and then like their personalized shoppers are just picking whatever and throwing it into the fucking cart.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, do you have any questions? And then they throw it in the back of your vehicle or this one. Like, they never contacted him. Like, I don't know if there's an agreement from Drizzly. That's the name of the service or whatever. And they went through Corkscrew Johnny's.
Oh, Corkscrew Johnny.
So that's
a good name.
Johnny. So whoever fulfilled it or whatever. But that's unfortunate. Like, you think that because there's like BrickSeek out there that check inventories. You think you'd be able to get a snapshot of an inventory, what's in the store, before you go to order this shit.
Yeah.
So 50% of what was ordered for me, I didn't get. I think they're happy accidents in this world, and I think so far it's been a happy accident. But the one beer I'm disappointed on because to get a Barrel Theory beer would have been fantastic. Then I didn't have to fucking keister myself. So anyways, get your shit together, inventory systems, because God bless, that sucked. Had I not ripped this, because most of the time I just would have just chucked the box, but I happened to rip and see what he actually ordered.
Yeah.
Boom!
We're using Instacart. We started using Instacart. I love it.
We use ClickList.
ClickList. I'll have to check that out.
That's like the Kroger one.
Oh, the Kroger one. We've used that before.
Where you just go to the store and pick it up. We don't have.
Oh yeah, no, we have it delivered.
Oh yeah, no, we don't make that kind of money.
It's so what I guess we stumbled upon it, and how did we? I don't remember how we started. Like where we were like, oh yeah, let's do this. I think we were just busy and we just needed the groceries right away.
So I know what happened. You're sitting on your cold-plated toilet, and you had your butler Festus bring you the phone.
I said, "Bring me the phone.
Bring me the phone, Festus.
Bring me the non-bathroom phone."
You do that like moms. This is a mom move, where all you do is you go to the bathroom and all you see is the hand sticking out.
Yeah.
Like I need toilet
I remember
paper.
that. Yeah, I need toilet paper, and you just stick it out and you wait, and then someone just puts it in your hand.
I just realize now that maybe I'm okay in life. My toilets are far enough away from every bath. I couldn't do it.
Same.
I couldn't Dalsim it. Nothing. Like Dalsim, there's a Street Fighter reference. I'm covering all the bases. But that when you go around the corner, you don't look in. You don't look around that corner. You just
you see the hand. You put the toilet paper in the hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a happy memory.
But we did. I don't remember why we did it, but. The first year comes with a full year of Grubhub as well, and we don't do the restaurant ordering because it's too expensive. Like, why pay $6 when I can and a tip if I can just go get it?
Never used it.
I'm gonna give you a tip. This is for all the Chuggalos.
That's rich people stuff.
No, I think people. I think everyone uses the food delivery.
I'll go get food.
Typically we do too, but now it comes with a free year, so might as well use it. Don't order any of the burrito places, the Chipotle hotheads. It'll never be warm when it gets to your door. Chipotle puts all of their food in like a foil thing.
Yeah.
And aluminum transfers temperatures extremely well. And it just so happens that when the air hits that foil, that aluminum, it transfers it the wrong way. So your shit's cold.
So like aluminum cans, people. Mm-hmm. That's where we're bringing it back to beer.
Bringing it back to beer. And beer and burritos is always good.
Fuck yeah.
All right. I had to really contemplate the order of these beers today, and I still don't know that I've made the right decision. But
don't fuck it up.
There's gonna be can art bonus segment is gonna be excellent for both beers just because of how much conversation. But this one I consider to be more of a can art. Both these beers are from Chuggalo Mom. So we're doing that, and we'll get right into it here. So this beer, she bought the beer that we're having first. Asked somebody at Binny's some questions.
It's like Inception.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. So she said, I got this one beer. Then she went to somebody and said, I want another beer. I need 2 beers. What do you suggest? They suggested this. Now, I thought they suggested this for the can art, but apparently the beer that's inside this can is excellent. This comes recommended, so this will be the make or break for Binny's advice, because the other advice that they gave me was it was something named after pants. I don't know if you remember that one. It was a pink can, something pants. And it was a recommendation from the person that worked there. They said it was her 3rd favorite beer.
I remember
the first 2 they didn't have in stock.
I remember the story because you're an infectious storyteller. I don't remember the beer though. Pink and pants.
It was pink. It was sticker label pink, and it was like something pants. I'll figure it out. It was like, juice pants or something like that. Maybe that was what it was. Maybe it was juice pants.
Could be juice pants. I think juice packets. It's what you're thinking of.
Juice packets.
And that was from the Fermentorium, and that was a beer that I brought. It was a green can, and it had
Fermentorium in North Carolina.
No.
The Wicked Weed.
No. Oh. This was from Waunakee, from Wisconsin.
Oh no, that's the Wicked Weed one is the I don't know. Never mind. So this is Rocket Queen. And this is double dry hopped DDH, as they call them now these days, because that's what we do.
I got a couple of DDHs coming up.
It is, who is the brewer on this one?
Will County.
Will County, that's it. Sherwood. They're out of Shorewood, Illinois. Not Sherwood. Shorewood, Illinois. I spent more time thinking about the second beer. But I'm hoping that this beer, it does well. So let's open this up, and then I'll talk about what it is. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
perfect!
Wow!
Oh, excellent. That's a sign of things to come.
That's the best one in 100 episodes.
Hands down. That was
it's not
spot
close.
on.
Hopefully the audio picks it up. We
were there. So I don't know if I've ever been to Shorewood. There's probably no reason to go there.
Isn't that where the money is?
Oh no, the money's in Evanston, Highland Park, Lake Forest.
Show me your secrets, beer. How much booze is in you? Seriously, I've fucking spun this can 4 times.
Yeah, I think it's 8, 7 or 8, but I don't see it either.
All right,
I'll look it up on
to the internet.
I'll look it up. Yeah, I'll look it up. Don't worry about doing the research. That's my job, and I should have done more of it. But it's a double dry hop beer. Comes recommended from the Binny's people, and I'll talk about the can art when it's my turn to go. But it's from Will County Brewing, so I haven't even looked at their website yet. That's on me. It's all on me because I didn't do the research beforehand. So whenever you have a minute to taste it, you tell me what you like about it, and I will actually find out Oh shit! I accidentally hit no on the RU21 thing.
No, you're fucked.
I was talking. I'll never get back on the internet now. Oh no, let me write on. It just lets you go back and say yes. So that doesn't actually.
Actually, that was the wrong one. 6.4. There's another Rocket Queen,
6.4.
believe it or not.
All right. So it's described as having a assertive hop presence that's a bit obscene. It's Amarillo, Citra, Mosaic, nothing we haven't had before.
I don't think you can be obscene and assertive. Assertive is just too much. You would have to put a qualifier in front of assertive to be obscene. Assertive, I think, is too middle of the road.
Obscene is middle of the road?
Assertive is.
Oh, assertive is.
I don't feel an agreement there.
I don't know. I don't want to get into any bad conversations, but you can be assertive and obscene if you are naked. That's all I'll say.
Maybe that's a debate.
But you are probably going to be arrested, and you should be, if you're being assertive while naked. That's what I'm saying.
Interesting.
If you're being assertive and obscene.
Yeah.
What's the situation? I can only think of the situation where you are sexually harassing somebody or assaulting, even, which would be worse. So describing your beer as not sexually assault, but as obscene and assertive. What's another situation where you could be obscene and assertive?
Because there isn't one.
Obscene.
That's my argument.
Assertive, being middle of the road. I could see that. What's the extreme version of assertive?
Aggressive.
Okay. Well, okay, then that's obscene and aggressive. That's sexual assault. So, assertive and obscene, I guess, is more in just persistent.
So I would argue that if you're out in public and you find yourself clothed, and all of a sudden you find yourself naked, or you're no longer assertive, like you're.
But what if you carry the confidence, the swag? Yeah,
like
you're thinking that
like you're the naked,
you're naked,
you're the naked cowboy. Yeah, you know who the naked cowboy is?
New York City.
So he's assertive.
Yeah, so you're saying
but
that
he's not obscene.
Finding yourself naked in public takes away your confidence.
My argument is that assertive and obscene, there's a paradox there. I don't think they belong. I don't think you can have one and the other.
Okay. Well, I like that argument, and this beer portends
this
to be both.
As we call in Germany, this Ausfahrt, which I'll joke for you, for the German fans is Ausfahrt is not the largest city in Germany because Ausfahrt in German means off-ramp.
Oh.
So this off-ramp in our conversation has allowed me to distill my thoughts about this beer a little bit.
Glad.
And I have two things. It's very watery while having a hop presence. It's not married together very well, and I'm disappointed because it has Citra, Simcoe, and Amarillo hops, and I like all three of those hops. They're present in a lot of WIPAs that I like. I just think that there's not a amalgamation or a blending of what this beer was trying to do. And I've never had a beer that's quite this unique in that aspect. It's quite refreshing because the water, it's like flavored water. So you could sell this as like a non-alcoholic. I know there's booze in it, but like an energy drink or like a thirst quencher or something like that, because it doesn't taste like beer in the respect that I get more of a water that just happens to have a hop profile with it. Off the top rope, because it's unique in that. So like, I don't know what I would market it as. I'm not a genius. Off the top rope, I give this a 3.75.
Excellent. That's a crazy review because I did not think you were going to say the things you said, which I think we're in lockstep. But I'll get to that.
This could become a daily drinker, like if this is what you want.
If this is what you want.
It's not bad. It's just water with hops.
So I feel like I'll apologize to the president and brewmaster Jamie Albert and the vice president James Master of Pineapples Kennedy, and also the treasurer Eric the numbers guy Wills, because I should have done my research, and that's on me. They're a small brewery, but they've won some awards. The Herald News, which I think I can't be sure, but I think is the Daily Herald, which is something I used to read when I lived in Illinois.
Your wife's
I've been in the Daily Herald.
Your wife's had this beer.
My wife has had this beer?
Yeah, I don't want to.
Oh, dang. I already got my score.
Okay.
Wow. Did I?
No, just her.
Just her.
You had it, though. Would she have had a beer at the Chicago when you and Cobra went to the Chicago?
Was that the
beer
Chicago
festival?
thing?
Yeah.
Shit.
So this is
I
like
marked
a standard.
all my beers,
this is a standard for them. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I guess they must have put this out at the. Well, anyway, it's from Chuggalo Mom, so it's not. I don't expect her to look at my Untapped, and I think I've never had it in the can because I would remember this can. So they were started in 2016. Probably because the Cubs won the World Series and they were like, you know what, fuck it. Let's just start a brewery, quit our jobs because the Cubs won the World Series. They're probably White Sox fans, actually. Shorewood. All right. Here's the can art. I'll spin it slowly.
I like when you spin it slowly.
Most people will.
And that's said assertively.
That is assertive and obscene. Okay. This can has all of the traditional, what is it, tropes of a pinup, a World War II pinup girl. She's riding a missile, kind of in front of what I assume to be an enormous aircraft. Although it's probably a normal size just because people fit inside those aircraft. So if it's to scale, you shouldn't see the whole airplane behind her. And the hatch looks about the right size compared to the woman. What kind of plane do you think this is? Some sort of personnel carrier?
Well, if it's carrying bombs, not missiles,
but there's no, well, yeah, I guess it could be a bomber.
Carrier.
But maybe it's not carrying the bombs. Maybe that bomb is coming from somewhere else.
But this means how many missions they've won and how many kills they've had on each mission.
Okay. The classes of hops.
Yeah. So that's
bombs.
like, yeah, because the old adage goes in World War II, if you finish 25 missions, then you got to go home.
Oh yeah. Did they hold to that?
Yes.
Oh wow. So I wonder if that is representative of something.
Rocket Queen could have been a famous, like Memphis Belle. a famous as
Could
the
have
movie
been
follows or
Rocket
whatever.
Queen,
Rocket
sure.
Queen could have been a famous
Could have been.
pinup girl on a 29.
Could have been. She's wearing the pilot goggles, and some army cargo pants, and heels, and that's not much else. Just a bra. Well, she is wearing like sleeves, full glove sleeves, sleeve gloves.
I wouldn't describe her as obscene.
She's not obscene. No, easy on the eyes. She's drinking what I would only assume to be a Rocket Queen double dry hopped IPA out of what do they call that?
Chalice.
Chalice.
You were saying.
I was almost there.
You're just trying to
I was
stroke
gonna
my
say
ego.
chalet, and that's not right. That's a sporting goods store.
Funny story. I wasn't until I was a teenager that we in Eau Claire we had a Wally's Chalet, CHALET.
Wally's Chalet.
Wasn't until I was a teenager that somebody corrected me and said that's a chalet.
Yeah, but you can't
Not
be
a
too
chalet.
sure because in Ohio there's all kinds of things and they're all pronounced incorrectly.
Rucci, Bell Fountain.
Yeah, Bell Fountain.
Get the fuck out of here.
Keep cold, drink fresh, and there's a bunch of an assertive hot presence. Yep, they say that again on the can. WCBC model RQ21. Does that mean anything to you?
WCBC is Will County Brewing Company.
Okay. Triple hop, armament, caution, citrus bomb. There you go, citrus bomb.
So speaking of WB or WCBC, shout out to CHBC and them this close to opening up their Piqua location. Crooked Handle put a Beaver Creek location in. I'll work there.
Oh, yep, he'll work there. Piqua, man, Piqua.
It's awesome. I just wish they were.
I'm glad they're expanding, but
just wish
they should have asked me first about locations because I'm an expert on locations.
You're a mapologist, right?
A little bit.
That's what your master's is in?
That's what my master's is in.
Mapology?
Mapology. I could have told you. People in Piqua? I don't think they want your beer. They'll probably want it once you're there. Yeah. Once you're there, they'll want it. And the Troy people will come up and drink it. They like craft beer.
Oh, it's further north Piqua is? Oh, fuck.
One town north, yeah.
So, Springboro is closer to me than Piqua is?
Probably. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Gross.
Piqua's up there. But if you ever go to the Strawberry Festival, go there for lunch. Have a beer. The one time I went to Piqua, I did not get the feeling that they wanted craft beer.
Just their old standards?
They tend to bring a 6-pack or a case and sit in the back of their trucks, the bed of their truck, not the back seat, but the bed.
Those are salt of the earth people.
Yeah, and drink out there and just like shout to their neighbor who's also in the bed of their truck drinking.
I dig that.
It's cool. That's the Can Art Bonus segment brought to you by Chuggalo Mom. And now that I've closed that and I'm no longer talking about a segment sponsored by my mom, the lady on this can, she does have large breasts. So I have to point that out.
She's buxom.
She's buxom. I like that descriptor. And that's it.
And that's it.
That's it.
And she has large boobies.
I'm sure she has other features, but you can't tell. You can't see them because everything's blinded by the brightness of her chest.
The most impressive bombs on the can are affixed to this fine lady's chest.
Yeah. I have to imagine that cartoonists who draw this kind of stuff, I always wonder this, like, are they just horny all the time?
This gal's uncomfortable. She's obviously a size 0, and she's a 44 up top.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's falling over constantly.
I would want to feed her a cheeseburger. Not feed it to her.
Yeah.
Buy her a cheeseburger. She can feed herself.
This is why I think that there's so much like perverted hidden shit, Easter eggs in the Disney movies. 'Cause these guys, they're all like old animators. They're smoking all day with each other, and they're drawing like Jasmine. And then they put in secret shit like the tiger saying, that teenagers should take their clothes off.
Excellent.
That's why it happens.
Is this like the blue or like the hidden word thing? Like, what do you hear?
I think, yes. In that case, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that you can prove that that's what the tiger's saying, but I think that's what's happening.
Yeah.
And then all of the little, mosque-like buildings are just slightly less. They have less of the top part, and so they all look like dicks in that movie. Just shitloads of dicks.
Interesting. Things to Google.
What's a shitload of dicks? I don't know. It's for you to decide, Chuggalo. This beer is exactly as Matt described it. It is hop-flavored water, and in a good way. In a good way. When I saw the hop combo, and then I saw it's a smaller brewery. No offense to small breweries, but these IPAs, double dry hopped, triple dry hopped, anything but West Coast and New England, which have their own. They can be the same thing can be said, but within that category. These IPAs are just so undifferentiable. They're all the same because I think you're getting your bearings and and you want to make a beer that people will enjoy. Being experimental early on, it's not beneficial to your bottom line. This beer, however, is it does kind of take a risk in that it's watery without being juicy. So it doesn't fall under that New England category where it has that like fruity wetness. This is just wetness. This is wet. It's a wet IPA. That's what they should call it. It's a new category, wet IPA. I really like it. I think that this could be a daily drinker. You could put this in a 12-ounce can. You might have to change the can. I'm not sure. How conformative you want to be.
Wait a second. Your daily drinkers have to come in a 12-ounce can?
I think so.
Interesting.
I think so. I think when you come home from work and you grab your daily drinker, you don't want a full pint because you're not sure yet if you want how much you want. And the night might take you towards 2 or 3, or it might take you just 1 and you're good. But 1 full pint is just different. I think it's different. I want a 12-ounce can, and my daily drinkers have to be in 12-ounce cans. And I had my score before Matt gave his. I thought he was actually going to give this score, but I'm at a 4.0 on this beer. I really like it. Great beer. That's really all I can say about it. Now, hopefully the order was right here, and I'm really impressed with this can art.
Pipeworks, never heard of it.
It's such a departure from what we're used to with Pipeworks.
Hopefully Pipeworks. Hopefully things are going well for them. Since we kicked off the podcast with them.
Yeah, I think that they won't say it, and they definitely don't give us any monetary.
We're too modest.
Rewards, but I think we helped them succeed. It wasn't the beer or the can art. It was the podcast. This is Pipeworks Pineapple Orange Banana, also from Chuggalo Mom. I think this was the primary reason she bought beer for the podcast, was this particular beer. She may have even asked me if I had this before, and I said no. So let's just crack it open because this is going to be interesting, I think. Oh, this is it's also an interesting pop tab, not the norm. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
2 in a row. The first one was way more pleasing.
That was better. The first one was just a snap. I don't know if I was supposed to shake or roll this beer. I forgot to look. But so we're used to Pipeworks from a perspective of wild can art. Unicorns, typically, fighting something. Unicorn versus reindeer for our advent calendar. We had unicorn. What was the first one we did? Unicorn something else? No, the first one we did was the one. I'll get it. Give me till at least the end of the review to remember.
That's fine.
But Pipeworks, this can does not have the wild can art, does not have the wild name. This one is more just, here's what it is.
Here you go.
Here you go. And this kind of reminds me of like Chicago pizza places. They're not, and I'm not talking about the chains. I'm talking about you go to Chicago And not Chicago deep dish, just thin crust pizza. All these places are Paul's Pizza, John's Pizza, Joe's Pizza. That's it. That's what this can reminds me of. It's like pineapple, orange, banana. Not to break into the can our boner segment. Name-wise.
I haven't had Paul's or John's. I like it, though.
Paul's is in Westchester. They also have beef that people rave about. I'm not particularly huge on it. And John's Pizza.
Like beef sandwiches like you guys used to do?
Beef sandwiches, yeah.
Oh, fuck, man.
Chicago beef sandwich. I love beef sandwiches.
I'm in.
I don't know why beef sandwiches aren't more popular around the country. Why is that a Chicago thing? Because Italian beef sandwiches are fucking amazing.
Because Cincinnati has dog shit chili.
Yeah, they have diarrhea on noodles.
Go fuck yourself,
and
Cincinnati.
Not like macaroni noodles.
No, terrible.
Fucking spaghetti noodles.
No, it's tasteless. But they put cinnamon in it. That's their secret. No,
that's their secret.
No, it's a terrible secret.
It's a
Tell
bad secret.
no one. Drink bleach.
Yeah.
Like seriously, it's such a disappointment. I love regional food. I love watching Triple D. I love watching Guy Fieri go to all these places. Cincinnati, like your hallmark, is terrible chili.
It's trash.
We say a lot of things with a hyperbole and tongue in cheek and stuff. I cannot tell you how disappointing. Yeah. Skyline or Gold Star is. There's nothing like.
It's not hyperbole. It fucking sucks.
I love chili dogs. I don't like them from that place.
No.
But it's something edible because the chili's not trying to carry the day. It's the gelatinous meat that you're getting in that hot dog.
I know. What is that hot dog? That hot dog. You could eat that hot dog without teeth.
It's hard to fuck up a hot dog. It really is.
Yeah, they fucked it up.
There's really good hot dogs. There's fantastic hot dogs. My father-in-law is a hot dog snob and will tell you the same. Don't be known for their chili, though. Like, it's so disappointing as a city that you guys have phenomenal other things that you're known for this terrible chili. Yeah. And I know it's a comfort food. I had an employee.
They enjoy being known for this chili.
Yes. And
they like it.
It's a fight. I have an employee, and he for his 5th year anniversary, he's like, I want to go to Skyline. I go, we can go anywhere. Anywhere. And he's like, yep, Skyline. And so it's the one time I've been here 11 years. It's the one time I've gone. Disappointing. And I love chili. I fucking bring it on. All the chili. But cinnamon, really? And I put a lot of weird shit in food. My father-in-law is listening right now. He goes, yep, I don't understand. Like, I eat a lot of goofy shit. Never once did I go, you know what this needs? Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. We need cinnamon in this chili.
No. Said no one
and
ever.
I definitely wanted to have the consistency like it was put through like a puree.
Yeah. It's like you put all the great chili ingredients in a woman's pantyhose and you just swung it around and then you cleaned off whatever came out of it and then that was your chili.
That was the chili.
And
then you put cinnamon in it.
And then you put cinnamon in it.
And then you put it on spaghetti and you pile on cheese.
I love Cincinnati. I love your beer. I've had some of the best times in the last 11 years in Ohio in Cincinnati. Chili is not one of them.
I concur with that statement.
And you're my people. You're my German people.
Yeah.
Such a shame. Anyways.
I love Cincinnati, by the way.
Cincinnati's awesome. Chili is if you would list the number one thing that you would hate about Cincinnati, would it not be chili? Their affinity for chili?
Yeah, that's it.
And then probably Bengals fans?
Well, having lived in San Diego when the Chargers were a part of that city, I have to say that they're the worst fans in sports.
San Diego?
Yeah, Chargers specifically. Padres fans are okay. I'm fine with Padres.
I will say that. That was more
fucking Chargers fans. It was good, and I understood it. I just had to do that side note. And now that Joe Burrow is having success, I have to say they've gotten behind their quarterback.
And by the way, I enjoy the Reds. So, for having a lot of talent and just being like, you know what, let's just hit the reset button.
Rookie of the year.
We'll keep the Canadian because he's nice, eh? Yeah. All right. Wow. Just lots of thoughts.
The reset.
Castellanos. So yeah, we don't need you. Okay. No. So off the top rope. Now I gotta wet my palate a little bit, and I'm just gonna make great pod.
It is great pod.
So both these beers have had pineapple undertones. Both of them advertise it. So it's the first time in 4 years that we've had pineapple beers for both of them. This beer is interesting in the fact that it tells you what it's going to do, and it makes me... I need something to talk to you about, or I have something to talk to you about.
Great.
With the last 450 beer that I had.
I'm excited.
This is... Man, I'm warming up. This is a great breakfast beer. I'm warming up to the beer, and it's gonna be my longest rating section.
I love it. I want to just like one day bring a lawn chair and just listen to you review a beer for more than a minute.
You've talked about putting together comedy time.
Yeah.
And I've been envious because I'm like, I wish I could do it. I wish I could do it because I find myself. I'm reactionary though. I don't.
No, you're funny.
I couldn't write down 10 minutes. I would need one person.
Yep.
I would need one person to chirp off on me, and then I'll go off on 47 fucking different tangents.
You need a like a launching off point, and someone else gives you that.
And that the cacophony of madness that would happen would be worth your ticket, and then please tip your waiters on the way out or waitresses. Okay, so this is 100% a breakfast beer. I thought I would like upon the nose was disappointing because when you say pineapple, orange, banana, you're eliciting, because two of them are citrus and one of them is just a profile that's curing it. You're not going to get much of a nose on it. So I thought I was going to enjoy the Rocket Queen more as I drink this, and the fondness of getting angry and hollering at the screen and JT putting up with my madness. I like this beer a lot more. Off the top rope, 4.25. If I'm drinking this as a breakfast beer, 4.75. But I can't qualify all the time 4.25. This is awesome. Like if I'm gonna have eggs or something like that, something that's what do you call salty? Starts with an S.
Savory.
Savory. Boom. This is a perfect savory beer for that.
There's some savoriness to it. I would agree there. I'm gonna do the can art
as in a savory accompaniment.
Yeah.
This is not
savory. With bacon, this would be amazing.
Yep. Like an all-you-can-eat bacon.
All-you-can-eat bacon, which...
Have you ever been to a bar?
Which is about one piece, because bacon makes me want to fucking throw up. It's just too much. It's too much grease. I'm a sausage over bacon kind of guy, but I will eat bacon.
I'm the only one in this house that eats bacon.
I wish people would do what when I cook bacon, I'll eat it because I put it on a paper towel, then I take half that paper towel, and it's the grease. I can't handle it.
We have all you can eat bacon restaurants in Wisconsin.
That's awesome.
Multiple. Been to them.
Here's the thing. My brain cannot comprehend when somebody says to me, "This is too sweet." I don't know what that fucking means. What do you mean this is too sweet? This is wonderful. Whatever it is, sugar, chocolate, fucking fruit, I don't know what that means. But when I have bacon and I say it's too greasy, that's my version of that. It's too fucking greasy. It makes me want to throw up. If I can feel the grease, it has like a gag reflex. I can't stand it. And I never understood the whole world's obsession with bacon.
So good.
I think it's a good meat.
Salty, fatty.
I actually think that there are parts of the pig that are better than bacon, let alone other meats.
So that's somebody that's eaten the pig snout to tail. God, bacon.
Now we have a lot to talk about.
I've eaten pig brains.
Let's talk about the snout. Let's start there.
Pickled pig's feet is a...
Okay, I've heard the pickled pig's feet, obviously.
You go to Wisconsin bars, it's just in a jar.
That's a popular thing. That's an ethnic food, right?
What do you mean? Like, yes. Yeah.
Like, I believe that, like, the black community has that as, like, a...
Pickled pig's feet?
As a tradition.
No, you're thinking of chicken feet.
Oh, is it chicken feet?
Yeah.
Shit.
So with
fucked up.
With pig's feet.
Gotta
so like
you
know what pickled eggs are.
Yeah, I know pickled eggs.
So
there's pickled chicken's feet too, though, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Those are pickled?
But in Wisconsin's, in a lot of bars, like small bars, you'll have
I feel like an asshole.
the pickled pig's feet next to the pickled eggs.
Okay.
Like just in jars that have like almost embalming fluid.
How do you feel about pickled eggs?
Love them.
What would you prefer, a pickled egg or a Scotch egg? What's your favorite egg?
Wow. Oh. But this would require a power ranking.
I actually have
one sunny side. Okay, any egg. One's my grandma's sunny side up eggs. 100%.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Because that's time with
I
grandma.
can't beat that. Yeah.
And she's got a special. And I cannot master it. And I wish I could make sunny side up eggs like my grandma. But you got to think she
Eggs
made
are great.
18 to 20 eggs every day for the entire family.
Wow.
And it was always sunny side up.
18 to 20 eggs.
I do not care for scrambled eggs. I make an egg bake nearly every weekend. Thank you to my father-in-law for instilling that in me. But like every weekend I make an egg bake. Sunny side up eggs. It just there's no. But for you, anyways, I'm waxing and waning a lot.
Oh no, I love it.
Pod.
I love it. Eggs are awesome.
Favorite egg.
Favorite egg? Well, God, there's so many good eggs out there, but it's got to be either. I can't pick one. Either there's this Scotch egg, but it's specific to, and the only reason I know this is because I had to do this in college. I had to make these eggs. I took a African history class. Somalian Scotch eggs are fucking amazing, and or the medium boiled eggs. So where the yolk is still a little yolky.
Yeah, soft boiled.
Yeah, soft boiled. I love it. I try to get the shell off so I can just bite in and get half of the yolk and white and not have I don't know. It's just so good. I like it. Eggs are great.
Interesting.
I make great scrambled eggs, by the way. People who say they don't like scrambled eggs have not had the right scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs in hotels and shit, they're fucking garbage.
I make scrambled eggs every Tuesday because that's dinner in the Heck House.
But you said that you're not getting it.
No,
right.
it's
right.
so at that point it's protein to me.
Yeah, I can make them so that they're good.
I mean, it's not that they're bad. I just prefer it other way.
And I will also say that I didn't appreciate the over easy or sunny side up eggs until I started eating Cobra's eggs. Because I'd never had free range chicken eggs. I was like, free range chicken, what does it fucking matter? It matters. It matters. You can taste it.
You grow up on a dairy farm that has chickens like that. You'll understand why.
You can taste the difference. It's clear as day.
So a funny stat, and he's going to comment below. Chuggalo Dave, when he has sunny side up eggs, 20 minutes later he needs an open bathroom.
Really?
20 minutes.
So he's got
and he's he's
intolerance, an intolerance
to like egg, to runny egg. Like he can have other eggs.
He can have well cooked eggs.
Yeah. He'll comment below. Check out.
The only part of a sunny side up egg that should be runny is the yolk, not the
check out Bernie.
Check out Bernie. Check out Bernie on Instagram. Lots of dick pics.
Multiple times.
Lots of dick pics after eggs too. I noticed. A lot of egg dick pics.
We've been friends for approaching 20 years. Myself and Chuggalo Dave.
Wow.
That's one of the 47 stories that will resonate with me. His fear of sunny side up eggs.
Wow. So this can art is, as I've stated, not traditional to Pipeworks. Pipeworks usually has very wild can art, just totally wild. This is different, but now, after going to Binny's, so my mom gave me this, and I had not seen other Pipeworks recent brews, but now they have a few like this, a very plain, in your face kind of what is it, and that's it. And that's this pineapple, orange, banana. I don't think I can really go into too much detail about this, but the colors of this can, they are representative of all those fruits. Whether you're looking at the top all the way to the bottom, at some point you're going to hit the tone of one of those fruits. And that's it. Ale with pineapple, orange juice, and banana.
What's the name of that Pipeworks beer?
That beer was something Ninja. Ninja verse Unicorn?
Yep.
That's it? That's what it was?
Yep.
Great. I'm I'm glad.
We just gotta follow through on things when we promise the Chuggalos.
Yeah, I appreciate you checking in on that. So there is an artist, Eric Lundquist. Thanks, Eric. I don't know if you know this, but McKellar Beer, they have a artist. His name is it'll come to me. The McKellar, I'm telling this is mostly for Eric Lundquist. The guy who does McKellar has signed a deal with Topps baseball cards to make baseball cards, art renderings of famous baseball cards. So like the Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card, the Mark McGwire rookie card. There's a few other ones that he's made, and in 2020 he did 20 of them, and along with other artists. And I love them. They're amazing. I bought many of them. And that's it. So Eric, you should reach out to Topps or Panini or Upper Deck or any of the card makers and see if you can get in on that action. Because I gotta remember this guy's name. It's gonna bother me because he deserves to be.
Do you mean me to dance a little bit?
Just dance for 1 second.
So 450 is starting to make trading cards and putting them on their can, like almost making their cans tradable, which I thought was neat.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's that again?
450.
They're making their cans tradable.
I don't know. I just happened to look in when I was figuring out the beer for next week and gifting you. I don't know if that's just the gimmick for the can or what they're gonna do, but it's also a collaborative effort with Drecker. So 450 and Drecker, two of my favorite brewers of the last couple of years. Now that I've had some 450, are starting to make collabs together. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so here's the Topps Ken Griffey Jr. I want you to just think in your head, does this look like a beer can? Well, now it's going to eBay. I need to do the images. Why the fuck? I mean, it's like dead on. It's crazy how close this shit is. Okay, I'll just show you the Jackie Robinson. There it is.
And that's a beer can?
That is a beer. Wrapper? That is a beer artist, which I believe you're probably seeing now. Maybe not. McKellar has this guy Keith Shore.
We've had McKellar.
Yeah, we've had
McKellar's highly sought after beer.
Keith Shore does it, and I absolutely love these cards. As you know, I do dabble and collect baseball cards, and Project 2020 had these artists. It was like perfect storm, really, because of the pandemic, and people were really into collecting again in all fronts. But anyway,
no, nerds have money now.
Eric Lundquist.
And I say that
something. You could do something with your color ramp here. That's the Can Art Burner segment. It's pretty. It's not at all Pipeworks.
Brought to you by Chuggalo Mom. Thanks, Chuggalo Mom.
Yeah, thanks, Chuggalo Mom. This beer, it needs more banana. I think the ingredients here have a. Oh man. There's two things about this beer that really stuck out to me. The pineapple and the banana. The pineapple, because pineapple is just so delicious and so refreshing. Pineapple cranberry juice is my favorite type of cranberry juice. I buy it all the time. What? You want the plain?
100% cranberry juice is my favorite thing to drink in the entire world.
I know. You got a lot of those
100%.
bogs and stuff.
Can't be fucking juice cocktail, nothing.
No, I like the juice cocktail.
Nope. Gross.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it. It's so good. Pineapple cranberry juice. It's Ocean Spray, so I'm still supporting the company, but I just love it. And every once in a while, my wife will treat me to a tropical smoothie. By surprise, she'll bring it up to my office while I'm working. And we get the same thing every time. I have no idea what it's called, but we always get one extra banana in it because the banana, it's supposed to be a banana thing, but it's not strong enough, so we get an extra one. That's what I think this needs. One extra banana. And it would be excellent. Because right now I think it's just fruit beer. Fruit flavored beer. I don't think it comes across. Now, having said all that, I know I always do this, but it's not a bad beer. I just don't think that it's a great beer. So
this is you standing
I've been above you on a lot of beers lately, but in this one, I'm at a 3.25. I think it's a on its way drinkable beer. I think it just needs to be amped up in one area. Pick one. I don't care which one.
So
amp it up.
It's interesting that you're talking about your affinity for banana. So I
banana.
know you don't. I had the best banana beer outside of Banana Bread. So 450 did a strawberry banana smoothie beer.
Okay. So good.
Banana.
Nailed it. I gotta have this beer.
Banana.
I'm gonna have this beer. I'm gonna have it.
It's number one. Like it tastes like almost like raw banana puree went into it.
Ooh, I like that. That's what these smoothies are like.
It's the one that I just bought that Pat put aside for me, and I'm glad because I'm glad that he's like, I demand you come pick up these beers.
Yes.
Because I can't. It's not banana essence or whatever. It's banana, like peanut butter and banana, and both of them are home runs. Peanut butter is one of the most overused or overstated ingredients in like not so much the last year, but you take the 3 years prior to that. People are like, oh, this is, like you have the fucking Screwball whiskey or whatever. Everyone's in love with peanut butter.
Oh, peanut butter, yeah.
But it's over-promised and under-delivered.
Yeah, almost always. Except at Crooked Handle.
Yeah, banana's getting up there
over-delivered.
Banana's getting up there too. This is banana. Like
I need that.
It's amazing.
I gotta get that.
Just the smushmallow, whatever smushmallow. So
Smarshmallow.
that's what I had to write down. It's fantastic. So it's okay, but if you put in banana and you advertise it as one of the first ingredients, and you deliver, kudos to you, because it takes a lot of banana to impart that flavor.
Yeah, it really does. And you could go with fake banana.
Yeah.
Like Runts.
Yeah, unless it's the only
thing. Don't do that.
Banana bread, the reason why it carries is because that's the only thing that has a flavor profile outside of sugar and flour.
Yeah.
So that's why that carries.
It does carry.
But banana bread, for my banana bread, when I make it with my daughters, we always throw in peanut butter.
Well, you have to. I put peanut butter in my pancakes. Secret ingredient.
Yeah, I'm an eggs guy. Eggs and meat for breakfast.
Oh, I don't eat the pancakes. It's for my kids when they have sleepovers. Yeah. I always try to make a special breakfast, and it's and we don't really do sleepovers anymore. I think we're done now officially.
Really?
We had one this weekend.
And that's it?
And I think it went so horribly wrong.
Uh-oh.
Not in like any catastrophe kind of way.
I'm glad, because my daughter was invited to her first sleepover, and we think...
Yeah, that's a good age.
But, okay, I'm glad you say that, because Stacy was thinking she's too young.
There, you'll find out. So Joshua was like, I'm in. And then Andrew was like, he called us and said he wanted to come home from his first sleepover. And that's fine. Yeah. You got to test it out.
Our problem is we're going to be at Charlie Barron's that night, so we're
you're not going to be able to just leave, yeah.
We're worried.
Well, give her our phone number. We'll go get it.
But I don't think Stacy's going to allow her to go.
Oh, okay.
I'm that loser that I'm just glad she's being invited to shit.
Yeah. You're right. That's not a loser mentality. That's like, okay, things are going well.
Yeah.
We did it right. Now, my kids are 14 and 12, and it's clear that all the 14-year-olds have developed habits and routines and preferences. They should not be sleeping over at other people's houses anymore, because everything that they asked about and wanted, and you could tell they're just like, I should have just stayed home. You could see it in their faces. The 12-year-olds, maybe not. They were just like there was a point where some of the 14-year-olds were like, I'm tired and I'm going to sleep now. And you were like, whoa, we're like everyone's watching a movie. Nope. They're ready for bed and they're going. Because they no longer care about the fun stuff that's happening at night. They're just like, I'm ready for bed.
Interesting.
Which is awesome, because that's where I'm at. And you kind of just stay there, and then like you have situations where obviously in college and stuff you're like, oh, I'm gonna stay up all night because everyone else is staying up. But these kids were like, I'm done. I've officially finished for the night. I'm going to sleep. It's funny. It's just weird to watch.
What grade?
So I think we're done.
What grade is that?
8 and 9, but mostly 8 because my son's in 8th as a 14-year-old.
Mikey, check me. When did we stop? We lived on the south side by Memorial. No, I think it's pretty close.
I think if you're close with somebody, you could do a onesie, one person sleepover.
I lived at his house.
But this was different. This was a lot of kids. This was 7 other kids.
When his mom would say no, we'd pitch a tent in the front yard.
That's awesome.
We'd sleep outside.
That's awesome.
And then we'd play board game categories, which I played this weekend.
Oh yeah.
We played that on the tent.
Yeah, so I think we're done at this age. The 12-year-old maybe, but he's not. He didn't seem interested either. He was like, I kind of just want to do my own thing. So we'll just have birthday parties and that's it.
We had shenanigans and stuff. Yeah, birthday parties.
That's it.
Lots to think about. Holy, I'm staring off into the distance.
So I thought, there's we should get to know Matt a little more.
Oh yeah.
And I've put together a series of questions that over the next few weeks I think I'll ask little by little. They may elicit a story or they may be a one-word answer. I don't know.
There's no pre-production. This is wow. I can't prepare.
Nothing embarrassing.
No. Are you saying that there's going to be future ones where they're going to be embarrassing?
I hope not.
Okay.
I hope not.
No.
But some of the things I haven't framed yet as a question.
I get embarrassed about the weirdest things.
Well, I don't think you'll be embarrassed today.
Right.
I just think that episode 180 is a good point. Maybe we go 10 episodes and just ask a different question every episode. You can answer, you could just say yes, no, or whatever, or you could tell a story.
Yep.
This first week. Go ahead.
We don't need me to tell stories.
The first week, this is it.
Yep.
I just want the Chuggalos to know you a little more. What is the worst meal you've ever had? But it's a 2-part question. There's 2 versions of the same question. Worst meal you've ever had by experience. Worst meal you've ever had by food. So the taste is the second part. The experience, like maybe you went out to a dinner and it was a fucking train wreck. Maybe you had one at home that something exploded. I don't know. That's it. Simple questions like that.
Okay, so it's a 2-part question. The worst meal I've ever had.
By experience / by food.
Okay. So the worst meal that was ever attempted to be served to me was we had a gal I was dating at the time. Her someone in her family was not all there and tried to serve us raw chicken. Like put it in the oven.
Nice.
Didn't turn the oven on, and then 20 minutes later took said chicken out. And so that was odd. We had to call for backup on that.
Yeah. What do you do? How did you?
And I'm super nice to old.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole.
Right.
You put old people in the situation, it completely changes. And
I think there's 2
respectful.
people you put in front of Matt, and he's not going to be an asshole. Old people and people who did work, who tried.
Yeah.
People who tried.
Or people I don't know.
So this woman tried to give you a dinner.
But she wasn't all there.
And she failed. And so how did you say, I'm not eating this shit?
You just start building conversation and everything like that. Okay. Oh, what's wrong? Or, you just engage. Lots of eye contact. You just engage.
Yeah. Well, you take the chicken and put it on the table.
That's my hip shot. I'm sure I've had worse meals. Probably more that I've prepared than others.
I'm sure there's a disaster in there somewhere.
Well, that's a disaster. Being fed raw chicken.
Yeah.
Like how much...
that's true.
That's pretty bad. There's a lot of people that there's a few people that listen that have been through with this that might throw prompts in there, and then the second part of the question, that's an invite, by the way. The second part,
invite. Comment below.
Yeah,
right
comment below.
Right
so
there.
What's the second part of that question?
Food. So that was experience, right? Or was that food?
That
There's
was
2 parts: experience and food. That's it.
Raw chicken.
It's really you don't it's not. You don't have to put a whole shitload of thought into it unless you have something.
No, it makes me, because I'm sure I've had a lot of terrible things.
What's the worst food you've ever eaten?
I know the worst thing I've ever had was actually a drink.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll put a pin in that and let's also mention it.
Yeah. So, the worst thing I've ever drank before will never change.
Okay.
The worst thing I've ever eaten.
The worst thing you've ever eaten. The worst thing, I'll throw in because I don't know. I'm doing this because I feel like you asked me I thought about this last week. You asked me great questions. I answer them. People know about me, a lot about me. People know a weird amount of shit about me now, but not you, because I don't ask the same level of question to you.
But I just offer a lot of things.
You do,
because
I need to ask more. That's my problem. I'm always like, oh, thanks for asking that great question about me, and now let me answer it and never ask you the same question.
my problem is I just offer too much, so it's a good balance, though.
Yeah, it is a good balance.
Worst thing
The worst thing I've ever eaten. Well, I'm not gonna say this is the worst thing I've ever eaten, but the worst food-related experience I ever had was in 8th grade. Was it 8th grade? No, I think it was freshman year biology. Before you can dissect a frog, which is the final stage, it's kind of like a Mario video game. You got to get to the final boss. Before you can do frog, you have to do a bunch of other shit.
She's not in that castle, bro.
She's not in that castle. She's gonna trick you, and you're gonna have 3 more, sequels or whatever.
She's in another castle.
Yeah. She says she's not into Bowser, but she's always with Bowser. Yeah. Can we just be honest and she loves Bowser. She's into him.
Mario just put on a studded shell. That's what she's into, studs.
Mario Bowser's clean shaven, almost certainly, and Mario's got a full bush, but almost probably double, because he's Italian.
It's thick.
No offense to the Italians. It's thick. It's probably a forest.
Yeah.
We had to dissect a mushroom, and before this event, not many people really know why I don't like mushrooms, but this is why. I actually liked mushrooms prior to this event. I dissected a mushroom in a microscope, and you got they go. It's kind of like VR where it fits perfect around your eyes, so it's almost like you're experiencing the mushroom like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. You're in it. You're experiencing this mushroom from a world that there's nothing outside this. And I'm using these tools, and I'm moving the little ridges inside. Underneath the mushroom, there's these ridges, and I'm moving around, and the spores and shit that you see in there. I have not voluntarily eaten a mushroom since that day freshman year.
So I just cut up, and I didn't like mushrooms up until about 2 years ago. I just cut up about a pound of mushrooms, and when I made my mushrooms and beef tips, just yesterday. So I've done a 180.
Yeah, you did a 180 episode.
180
awesome.
On mushrooms here
Look at this guy.
In the last 2 years since we've been doing this podcast. But no, I can understand being grossed out by things that
they're gross.
Are usually a nerd.
Did that stalling help you at all? Figure out what the worst food you've ever had is?
No. I eat a lot of questionable things.
So you like seafood, you like mushrooms, fungus.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we won't get an answer on that. Maybe next week he'll have one. He'll have thought about it a little bit. But I got a different question for next week.
Tomatoes. Oh, tomatoes are the worst food. Excellent. Yes.
I love tomatoes. No. Oh, I love tomatoes. If I could grill tomatoes and just eat those, I would eat them. No, I do. That's what I'm saying. If that's an option for the evening.
That's how Stacy knew I was serious, because when I made her picnic basket, when I proposed to her, I cut up a tomato and put it on her sandwich.
She likes tomatoes.
She loves everyone.
I'm so happy she does.
My daughters eat cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes every meal. Now I just buy them by the pound.
That's awesome.
They love them.
Where do you get those?
First thing, Sam's Club.
Pound.
Yeah, I'll show you the container.
We have Costco.
But yeah, loves them.
Yeah, tomatoes are great. Grilled tomatoes, awesome.
No, gross. Tomatoes. Yep, I'm glad. Tomatoes. Ketchup is a condiment for children.
I know. Every time I eat ketchup, I think of Matt. It sucks. That's it. I think that's episode 180. We learned a little bit today.
180?
That's a 180. From start to finish, we did a 180. Because once we weren't drinking beer, now we are done drinking beer.
Worldwide.